Today is a very sad day to be a Call of Duty fan. The fan-made, highly anticipated SM2 Call of Duty client has just been given a cease and desist letter on behalf of Activision Publishing, completely shutting down the entire project. And that makes me sad.
I'm never gonna financially recover from that.
So for those of you who don't know what the SM2 client actually was, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really ever talked about it. I probably have briefly mentioned it somewhere, but pretty much it's Call of Duty Online. All the best parts of Call of Duty put into one game. Like, just look at this clip. I don't know about you, but the Akimbo Spaz 12, although it's highly unrealistic and really not possible, I think that's funny as hell. So I've been keeping a tab on this SM2 for, you know, the last couple of years now, because like when I first saw it, it generally looked like the Call of Duty that I'd won. We're still playing the Black Ops 3 client because honestly, I'd rather look at this in Modern Warfare 2. Yeah, I was genuinely excited for this client. Every time I saw a new clip or a new update regarding the client, it just continued to impress me because it genuinely is like the Call of Duty that we all dreamed of, like having every single weapon from every single Call of Duty, maps from all different Call of Duties all merged into one where we can enjoy everything Call of Duty has to offer. And just like that, Activision just took it away.
Gotcha.
I think it was like a completely free fan-made type of thing. Like, these guys were making this project purely because they love Call of Duty and they loved the project that they were doing. I wonder though if Modern Warfare 2 had done well, like if Modern Warfare 2 wasn't in the current state that it was in, would they actually be intimidated? I feel like because this client was so close to coming out, so many people were hyping up this fan-made, you know, community thing, that Activision actually got intimidated by these guys. Because this client had everything from COD 4 weapons to Infinite Warfare weapons and beyond. And I don't remember what actually happened with Call of Duty Online. I don't remember the actual backstory on why it got shut down. I do remember, what the hell was he doing? That was so weird. I do remember there was a similar reaction when COD Online got shut down. I played it a handful of times, and I gotta say, Call of Duty Online was some of the most fun Call of Duty that I played. Having one game with 20 plus years of Call of Duty meshed into one is just an unlimited amount of content. So much content in one Call of Duty is absolutely unheard of nowadays. Nowadays, we're lucky if a Call of Duty game even has like 8 maps on launch, let alone being a fully fledged finished Call of Duty. When I see games like Call of Duty Online and SM2 just being absolutely everything we've wanted in Call of Duty, hyped up by the entire fan base and everything, it makes me wonder, you know, why don't we have this type of stuff in Call of Duty nowadays? Like, surely Activision and all of them can see that, you know, we're hyped for a game if it's just all Call of Duties meshed into one. The only conclusion I've came to on why we get a new Call of Duty every single year, instead of them just releasing one game, calling it Call of Duty, mashing up every single thing that we love about this franchise, it comes down to one thing and one thing only: money. Why make one Call of Duty and update it and, you know, and drop a ton of content into one game when you could release a new Call of Duty every single year and make $1 billion? And I really do believe that if Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 were extremely popular right now, if the games were just absolutely loved and, you know, they were killing it, the player base was playing the game, the numbers were high, I don't think this would have happened. I think SM2 would have been fine. I think it was just becoming the perfect storm for SM2 to actually capture a lot of people. What I am unsure about is, like, what's the difference between like a mod like this or like a client like this and the SM2 mod? Hi. What's up? It's like he's trying to speak to me. The only thing that comes to mind is maybe because SM2 is a fully built from the ground up game using the Modern Warfare 2009 engine, whereas this is a client that all you need to do is go buy the game and then you can play it. As long as somebody's buying a Call of Duty, I don't think they care. But because the game is built off the engine, I guess that's where like the gray area is. I'm not entirely sure. Once again, just like game development, I have no idea how to make a game, what goes into making a game. I play games. That's all I want to do. It does suck seeing like Activision do this. They can see the community that's behind the game, and that really does want to have, you know, a game like SM2 as the current Call of Duty. I for one would love it. I've been saying that for years, that we need to quit releasing games every single year. We need to quit having 3 different dev teams making Call of Duties, and we just need to have one game and just call it Call of Duty. Because I actually said this in another video that you guys will see after this, so you'll probably hear this twice. It sucks when there's a developer that releases something super, super cool, and then the next year, because we have a different developing studio that don't talk to the other guys, that feature is removed, and we don't re-see that feature for another 2 to 3 years. Prime example of this, in my opinion, is the Obsidian camo grind. We didn't have it in Cold War, we didn't have it in Vanguard. Granted, I probably wouldn't have done it on Vanguard, but in Cold War, I 100% would have grinded the Obsidian camo on every single weapon. Some Call of Duties have map voting. Some Call of Duties don't have map voting. I do feel like we probably won't ever just get a game titled Call of Duty, and that will be the last Call of Duty release. As long as Call of Duty is making, you know, $1 billion a year selling a new game, it's gonna happen. I do think, though, if we had one game and all the developers were put together to make one Call of Duty, I think it would also cause them to butt heads. I don't think any other franchise actually does that. I think Call of Duty is the only one. Every single developing studio has a different style of Call of Duty that I want to make. It feels like Infinity Ward always goes for the more realistic approach of a Call of Duty, slower pace type of style, whereas Treyarch always usually leans towards the more arcadey, faster pace kind of feel. And Sledgehammer, well, I mean, Sledgehammer is kind of a wild card. They kind of just do whatever, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I just think it sucks because the SM2 project was actually something that I was so looking forward to. In the off chance that, you know, Modern Warfare 3 wasn't that good and we didn't enjoy playing that, deep down I was hoping that the SM2 client would release and then we'd at least have something to play until Treyarch comes. Whenever they release their game, I personally know I will enjoy that. That's just my own opinion. I love Treyarch games. Hell, I am playing a game from 8 years ago. There's like 2 matches of this that I forgot that I was recording a video because I was just goofing off and having fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's like a different style than what I'm used to. You'll probably also see like your entire sub box flooded with this. Since I've recorded this video, I've already seen like 5 people post videos, Exclusive Ace, Jev, some other people. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop a like if, I don't know, drop a like. Yeah, do it.